tonight we're going to be playing more Final Fantasy XIV. We're going to be doing the next 2 Hildebrand quests. I don't know where to go for them.
Talk to Ellie there. She'll point you in the right direction.
Yeah. Man, I'm so smart. I managed to get to where I needed to go. That's right. Ellie was the reporter for the Mithril Eye, right?
Yep. And we're going to Costa del Sol.
Okay. Ellie has her put her skills to report to good use. Ah, you there. I've been doing some investigating my own since we last parted. I believe I found our Lapis Maiden. The girl's name is Arabella, daughter of one Master Guragurimu. Gugurimu. No gorilla out of stock? Gorilla's out of stock?
Yeah, for some reason when I got on the stream earlier, first, second, and third were also out of stock for me.
Those were already taken. Like immediately on the top of...
Yeah, like I literally got in, it said out of stock, then Hobeard showed up and redeemed first.
No.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Were you on desktop or mobile?
I'm on desktop.
That's weird. I don't know what to tell you for that. That's very weird. Like, I don't run any of that. Like, it's all on Twitch's side. I have, like, things that'll connect to it, but, like, I have no control over that. That's weird and kind of fucked up.
15-minute cooldown.
The Gorilla's on a 15-minute cooldown?
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm going to take a look at some of this real quick. Because if they change stuff without telling me... let's see. View rewards, channel points. Hang on. Display capture. There we go. You can see the ones that are on and the ones that are not on, and don't get mad at me for the ones that are not on right now. Gorilla for 500. Still 500 points. Redemption cooldown 30 minutes.
Yeah, but I don't remember somebody doing a gorilla earlier.
Somebody did a gorilla already. I was gorillaed already. I didn't realize there was a half an hour timer on it.
I know you had a butt redeem. You had one of those redeemed, but I didn't notice the gorilla. Huh, weird.
Change that one live on stream. I'm also going to put the cost of VIP down. I'm going to put that down to 25 because I know people have been saving up for it. And the stream is fine where it is. And I think we're good on everything else. So, bye Steel. Have a good day at the steel factory where they make steel. They make more of you. But the Gorilla's out of stock. That's all on Twitch's end. I have no control over that. I apologize, though. That sucks. The girl's name is Arabella, daughter of Master Gugurimu, a prominent member of the East Aldenard Trading Company. Her eyes and hair are a most exceptional shade of blue, and her beauty is talk of the Sultanate. Well, I can do a gorilla for you just before you leave. Hang on. There's your gorilla. Her purported beauty, I should say. You see, there's none have seen. Wow. Her purported beauty, I should say. You see, none have actually seen the girl in the flesh. Apparently, the father is their overprotective sort. Some say that the maid has never set foot outside the family's well-guarded estate. But this is all about to change. Rumor has it that the girl's about to be wed, and not just to anyone, to the heir of the Bruguer Consortium. Oh, the East Aldenard Trading Co. and the Bulgaria Consortium are going to be business partners from now on? Is this a marriage of convenience in order to ensure good trading and stuff like that in the future? I hope not, because a marriage of political and business convenience is shitty. The formal announcement is set to be made at a commemorative feast to be jointly hosted by the two family businesses. The venue is Costa del Sol, where preparations are going on as we speak. Word on the street is that the bride-to-be will be making a rare public appearance. It is here that the thief intends to strike. I couldn't be more certain of it. Actually. That reminds me, I'm going to be doing something like this in a second. Ooh, I can't just do that. Damn. Well, I can't fix that yet. I can't just add another text thing. But you know, I wanted to... I want to make a sub goal for my wife and I to get married in Final Fantasy XIV again. I think it'd be very funny. It'd be a good time. Anyway, have I piqued your interest? My sources tell me the bride's father is already in Costa del Sol overseeing the preparations. This is one scoop I'm not going to miss, and you're welcome to come along. Thank you for a gorilla. I didn't expect it considering I did it already. So you kind of got me there. Good job. I need to go to my favorite place in the world, Costa del Sol. Which is not my favorite place, and I'm just saying it. I'm sorry if I've lied to you.
It's nice that you can actually swim at the beach now.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Yeah, you couldn't actually swim.
Not until Stormblood came out. There was no swimming.
Just fishing.
There was just an invisible wall at the...
Excuse me, really?
On the beach.
Yep.
Yeah.
That
Swimming
sounds...
was a feature.
No, hold on. No, that can't be true.
No, it is.
Yeah,
That feels like a big lie.
No, it's actually, honest to God.
Yeah,
Swear on me, Mom.
like when Stormblood Curse came out, if you had the pre-order, you actually got a mount for it that was this is before they changed how mounts work. It was a aquatic mount.
Okay.
The first aquatic mount.
Yeah.
The first aquatic mount.
Yes. It was the first mount that could actually swim.
Was that Saldra, Clydra, or
Sildra.
That's honestly, that's kind of insane.
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
The more I learned about this game, the more that I'm learning about this game. I'm gonna have to try swimming after I do this section of the quest. All right, I gotta talk to Ellie and Google Moo. What is this?
That's Sildra.
That's Sildra. That's the mount you get for pre-ordering Stormblood.
Oh. So you can't get that again.
No, I thought that was the collector's edition, not pre-order.
Oh right, yeah, collector's edition. Sorry.
Yeah.
For pre-ordering the collector's edition, you know.
No, if you actually decide to get the collector's edition now, you will get that mount.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What are those
You
out
can
there?
still get collector's edition rewards, but not pre-order rewards.
Yeah.
What would have been in pre-order rewards that would have been interesting and worth it to get, but not possible
Not
anymore?
much, just mounts.
Okay, just mounts.
Earring that increases your experience gained up to the level of the next expansion.
Oh, I got the Minfina here.
Really?
Yeah, that was a pre-order bonus.
Okay.
They generally keep mounts in collector's edition only.
Okay.
Because they don't want to like...
You don't want to turn it into pay to win or something, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You're not one of my
It's not
associates.
Like mounts are pay to win anyway.
Well, yeah, they're just cosmetic.
Basically.
They don't want to have anybody feel that way. You're not one of my associates. This banquet is invited for guests only. If you have no business here, be on your way at once. Beg pardon, good sir. My name is Ellie, reporter for the Mithril Eye. If I might have a moment of... Ah, yes, do gill sensationalist rag. I've read your tiresome screed about the self-styled phantom thief in his letter of challenge. If you've come to tell me my daughter's in danger, I can assure you that the concern is entirely unwarranted. What a guy. I have not kept.
The syndicate types are like,
Yeah, he is the quintessential overprotective father who also is rich.
yeah.
I have not kept my Arabella safe to this day to see her whisked away from me by some fly-by-night rogue. I have spared no expense in securing the best protection that money can buy. Huh. He's got some street toughs. They look familiar, actually.
Yeah, they're in
Yeah, they're the brass blades, right?
yeah, they're in brass blade regalia. Oh yeah, the brass blades.
The brass blades of the Gerbera, an elite unit of the most lethal swordsmen in the Sultanate. They say once goes a man's heart to burst just by looking at him askance. The moment they set eyes on the would-be thief will be his last. If the thief is obliging enough to allow himself to be seen, or do those goggles serve some purpose other than making the wearer look utterly ridiculous? He is the thief. Could you imagine? Consulting Inspector Briargen, your reputation precedes you. And what, pray tell, would you propose? I have promised some of the wealthiest men in the realm that my daughter will be attending the festivities. To renege on my word would have dire implications on the family trade. My proposal is a simple one. Entrust the investigation to me. The thief will be in shackles before the banquet commences, and will cost you not a whit of your precious gil. Very well. Let's see if your reputation is deserved. But consider yourself warned. Greater fortunes than you will ever know hinge upon this banquet. Yep. Marriage of business! My favorite game show.
This is less of a marriage, more of just a business merger.
It is. That's
Essentially.
I mean, I see it in manga all the time. That's how business is conducted. People get married and then businesses merge because I guess that's how it takes dads to like each other when you're high up in the corporate world. Oh, yeah. Now we're blood? Sure, I can help you.
Yeah.
Why should I risk all of this money going into business with you? Put up money first for your daughter to marry my son. Oh, I got both my girls here. Hi. I love both of my girls. I like his pants. Such touching concern for his coin purse. If only he could muster the same for his daughter. Yeah. But do tell, Inspector, after he slipped under our noses the last time, what makes you so confident you can catch our thief this time around? Our man may boast 1,000 faces, but he has a single modus operandi. It is painfully obvious. A letter of challenge. A precious treasure whisked away from its rightful owner in the broad light of day. This tells me our thief is an attention seeker with supreme confidence in his abilities. Doubtless he means to target the maiden using the same methods he used to abscond with the treaty blade. Even now, the fiend is in our midst, having assumed the identity of someone who will be in close proximity to Miss Arabella at the feast. I have already narrowed the field. Arabella's betrothed, Vaughn, who would be an obvious target for a thief. So too would be his father, Morgant. Yalto Nolto and his wife, Sainana, the guests of honor, will be giving a toast to the cuppy's happiness. The cuppy's happiness, you know. Both will be standing close to the stage where the bride is set to appear. Sorry, bride to be. There's a difference. Needless to say, we cannot rule out Guguremu himself. Finally, we have Leeuwenhart, a steward of Guguremu's estate and Miss Arabella's personal attendant. All the key players, save for the Lapis Maiden herself, have assembled in Costa del Sol. Doubtless the phantom thief lurks among them, his face concealed, gathering information and planning his course of attack. I have a theory.
What's your theory?
I think it's Ellie. We'll begin our questioning of the suspects immediately. What? Should you encounter any suspicious individuals, you would report back to me at once. Ah! Ooh! You know what? He could be hiding in plain sight because I didn't even recognize that that was Hildebrand Manderville! I am also voice acting, so cut me some slack. Hildebrand Manderville. I could smell the stench of idiocy and incompetence from a malm away. The pleasure is all mine, contriving Inspector Briargen. Forgive me for not revealing myself sooner. I was simply conducting a bit of preliminary undercover investigative work. You hit him with a fish? Yet to see through my ingenious disguise with such ease. Yes, I dare say your powers of observation rival even my own. Fear not, friends. I, Hildebrand Manderville, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, has arrived to defend the maiden's honor as only a Manderville man can. They love him. They're loving it. They're eating this shit up. Yeah, there he is! He's in a new outfit, too.
He's got those goggles
on,
too. Also, his outfit isn't new, it's just dyed.
You're right, it is red this time.
No, that's actually not his standard outfit. It's a crafting outfit.
It does look different. He does realize there's still a fish on his head, doesn't he? Good Inspector, I realize we've not seen eye to monocle in the past, but a fair maiden's virtue, perhaps her very life, is at stake. From one gentleman to another, let us put aside our differences. Yes, I would welcome your assistance in this case. Hug. Me? Assist you? Aren't you a funny man? Oh, it makes no matter. My plan is so flawless that not even your bungling can interfere this time. If you wish to assist me, you may do so by keeping watch over the suspects. In the meantime, I have a promising lead to investigate. I shall return before the banquet begins. While I know this may be asking much, do try not to do anything too stupid in my absence, will you? Wow, it really is like Phoenix and Edgeworth on this right now, huh? That like red and blue dichotomy.
Well, they're reverse colors, but yes.
And I mean, Phoenix isn't that much of an idiot.
He is very much an idiot, though.
He is more of an idiot because of your lack of knowing things.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what Hildebrand's supposed to be. Your stand-in for this detective nonsense.
God, I love Hildebrand Manderville. I would speak with you, but not here. I'll be waiting for you outside Costa del Sol. Come quickly, for we do not have the luxury of time. Well, I'm gonna go swimming first, dude, so, like, chill your bits. Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, I have a theory that it's Ellie.
Interesting. I like that.
The reason I think it's Ellie, or that Ellie might be in on it, is because I have not heard of the Mithril Eye prior to this. I'm pretty sure I've been introduced to all of the main named major players at this point, and it has to be one of them, unless it's in conjunction with somebody else. Because the person that was in black was there, I believe.
What was that?
Bread. Thank you, Drizzle. Tuning in the Sandwichard experience. I'll shout out my buddy Drizzle real quick. What you got going on, my dude?
Happening in my brain.
You were just playing prop night because thing broke.
But it's working. All right.
It's working in Portal. I love this Portal clip,
no,
dude.
Absolutely not. Stop that. That's unacceptable.
Yeah, you didn't like. Oh, and you died. Sorry, Driz. I do like that clip on Portal you got. Captain, awesome. Also, thank you for tuning in. It's been nice since you've been here. Glad to see him still doing 14. I'm going to be playing 14 until the story's out. Right now, we're running Hildebrand Manderville's quest. And I was just explaining, Delta Zero, also thank you for tuning in very much. Thank you for joining the Sandwich Experience. We're doing the post-ARR Hildebrand quest line. I was just explaining that this is part 3 of 4 of them, I think, out of the post-ARR stuff. 6!
6 or 5.
I don't remember.
Holy shit. Okay. You've never been more baffled at a questline before? Oh, we're gonna get there. So I was just saying, I think Ellie is the perpetrator already. I think I've met all of the named characters in this thing so far, because even the yellow lady, I don't remember her name. The lady with the yellow outfit and the thigh highs and the dark skin. Oh, tall.
Oh, the lady who had her purse stolen that weighs like
Yeah.
a pound. Like
The lady that was getting worshipped like a goddess and was too stupid to realize it. Yes. Oh, I was gonna call her a herbo.
There is actually one more character you have not been introduced to, at least.
You shouldn't have said that. Now I'm gonna suspect everybody. I'm taking a break. I'm here over in Costa del Sol. We're taking a break after we took the time beating up Greg. Yeah, Greg. I remember. That's right. His name is Greg. I love Greg. I saw Gilgamesh pop on screen and like, I don't have very many reactions. Like I saw people like being like, "Oh, Wesker, he's my husbando." Like, I don't have that reaction about a lot of things. I saw Gilgamesh come on screen, and in my head, I'm like, "Oh shit, that's fucking Gilgamesh, dude!" Like,
Gilgamesh is so good in this game.
Like
Everybody loves him.
In every game, Gilgamesh rocks. If it's not Gilgamesh, it's Ultros, and like Gilgamesh just fucking is awesome. So, I'm very happy we got to hang out with Gilgamesh, and that he's gonna keep coming back. Every iteration of Gilgamesh is the same idiot. That's exactly why. That's exactly why I like him, because it doesn't matter what universe, he's the same dude. Gilgamesh fucking owns. Gonna make myself cry thinking about Gilgamesh. Like, I'm not like nostalgic about things. It's like, oh, we're gonna go to the Crystal Tower. We're gonna do this stuff from 6. I love 6. It's my favorite. But I'm thinking about Gilgamesh. I'm like, oh, Gilgamesh. Like, Buddy just murders one of your gluten-free buddies. He murders one of my gluten-free buddies? Oh no! I hope it's not Alize.
Is Alize gluten-free?
I guess so. You've excellent. With that buffoon subtly distracted, we can get some more important matters. But before we proceed, what might I call you? An unremarkable name, but it will suffice. Wait, hold on. You called Richard Sandwichard an unremarkable name? You motherfucker. I based an entire brand off of this shit. Dude, you're gonna tell me that Richard Sandwichard is a bad name? Fuck you, Briardian. My name's Richard. I got a normal name compared to your weird fucking half-France fantasy name, you son of a bitch. You think you're a detective? You do this for fun. You're effectively just like an internet moderating janitor going around and not even getting paid a cent to solve these crimes. You're doing it in order to feel good about yourself? In order to shove your intellectual superiority in other people's faces? Get fucked, Briardian. My name is Richard Sandwichard, and you're ass compared to me. Fuck! Briardian's a fucking Reddit mod. He's like, I'm gonna do it. You're not gonna have to pay me or anything. He said that last time, and I'm like, he's just a fucking internet janitor. You're a janitor on the internet, and you don't get paid for it? Wow, what? But that's me in my Discord. I'm on my own Discord. I'm clowning on myself at the same time. An unremarkable name, but it will suffice. Now answer me this, Richard Sandwichard. You were there when the phantom thief in the guise of Lady Dorilda stole off with the treaty blade. Wait, hold on. I gotta think about that cutscene. Was Ellie there when the treaty blade was stolen?
Yes.
That's why I'm thinking she's working in tandem. Because thieves don't necessarily just work alone! Bolif! Whack his pee-pee!
We must make sure that you do not appear here again. Bailiff, whack his pee-pee.
Okay, that wasn't as good as I thought it was gonna be because I wanted her to go Bolif, but that's still pretty good. Let's see another one.
Must make sure that you do not appear here again. Bailiff, whack his pee-pee.
It's pretty good. What struck you about the Phantom Thief's disguise? It was identical. That is for me to know. The perfect mannerisms. I guess it was perfect mannerisms, huh? We didn't identical. They were identical. The obvious answer, and yet too many. A certain self-styled gentleman comes to mind. Could not recognize a clue if it hit them upside the face. Your observation is astute. A thorough inspection of the mask left behind at a scene reveals a tiny prism sewn into the fabric. This is a stone that allows him to change appearances at will.
Glamour prism.
Glamour prism.
Okay. That was just a straight up glamour.
Yeah. Isn't that fun? In-universe references of glamours.
It is. I have to think about how...
hilarious.
I gotta think about the implications of that. So if you could just take a glamour and use it to look like anybody, how come you don't?
I don't think the glamours we have can do that.
Is it because
I think he's
we're
using-
a hero of light?
Well, no, I think it's more so. I think the glamour prism he was using is a special one that can something stupid like along those
Oh, I
lines.
mean, it's magic's far outside the grasp of the common folk.
There's a difference between glamour spells, like physically changing your whole appearance, and glamoring clothing, basically.
Yeah. So I think he's using like a special kind of glamour prism to do that.
So then how come I can't just glamour myself to look like a Rogadin?
Because you need a Fantasia for that.
But that's not this! I think the culprit is the Detective Conan looking Shadow Man after the chapters. Yeah, I mean, we know who that is. The bald, entirely black man.
I mean, true.
I mean, he's not wrong.
If that man shows up and he is just an entirely black man, I'm going to fucking scream into this microphone. Clearly, our man is no ordinary thief. Magic's far outside the grasp of the common folk at his disposal. This in itself gives us insight to his identity and his ways. And yet, this is not what caught my eye. No, from movements to mannerisms, it is not to that utterly obnoxious personality. The thief did not merely look like Lady Dorilda. He was her. Such a feat could not be accomplished by magical trickery alone. Yes, her knowing how she would act in terms of seeing Manderville's dad, I guess the original Manderville, leads it to be that that person knows Dorilda and Manderville well enough to know how to read the situation for both directions without having to have them both physically be there in the same room. Such an intimate knowledge of... Hold on.
Godbert Manderville is somewhat a public figure, like he's
But-
a member of the syndicate.
He's yeah. He's also a master gold craftsman.
The realm's greatest gold craftsman.
Sorry, thank you. I am thinking about, because that person would have to know this is how he'd react in this situation. This is how Dorilda is. He needs to, the thief has to know both of them incredibly personally if that's the case. We're dealing with a clever and thorough criminal. Not content to rely on his ample powers of disguise, he studies his targets closely before assuming their identities. He emulates them utterly and completely, that not even their closest friends or family can detect that aught is amiss. He continues to be the phrase, the gender, the pronoun that he's using to describe this person. I think that is supposed to throw you off of the path. I'm figuring this out. All of the key players, you can't dismiss. He said it himself earlier. You cannot dismiss clues.
So, funny little thing is when I was looking at your stream images earlier on your front page, the one for the last Manderville session we did was of just Godbird's ass.
That's fucking awesome.
Good.
All right, I was going to click Godbert Mandeville, and I couldn't, so I'd skipped a line of dialogue. And yet some disguises are more challenging than others. Put yourself in the midst of our phantom, Richard. If you were the thief, whose identity would you first assume? So, okay. Conceptually, I am a high-class thief who has announced to everybody important at this party that I am going to steal the bride-to-be. In order to get in... Okay, so hold on. Before I do that, we're talking about getting in. Godbert runs around with no pants. He's great. I'm very appreciative of that. I love the fact that he is comfortable and can be comfortable in anything he's wearing. Fucking awesome. Show that ass, man. You've worked on it. You deserve it. B. To be a brass blade, to be one of the 3 guys so far that you have hired, the easy idea is to just act and pose as them and get paid in the process of stealing the bride. But it's pretty easy to verify whether or not you're actually talking to the real brass blades. Hire another one and say, hey, is this one of your guys? You redundancies in order to have security. That's how this works. One of the guests is too easy and too broad. Meaning there's a lot of ways to get in. Excuse me. There's a lot of ways to get in if you're one of the guests, but that doesn't give you clearance to enter restricted places that something like the Brass Blades would do. So the Brass Blades are a good guess, and so are the guests. Maybe the groom... I'm going to steal the bride. Because... Okay.
You are analyzing this way too much.
I know. This is my show. This is my show. This is what I do. If it was the groom, the concept of stealing the bride away would be that the two of them would run away from the two business and political sides of their families and just exist on their own. That is also a possibility. I'll say one of the guests for now. Would he? The guests are all well acquainted with each other. One misstep and the thief's cover would be blown. I didn't even think about that. There's a more logical first target. One would afford the opportunity to gather the knowledge he needs and less risk. One of the brass blades of the Gerbride. Okay, so I was correct. So even he said, no, you have to do whatever. Yeah. There was the flip side of each, but he went and pointed out that it would have been wrong anyway. Strong in number, few of words, able to come and go as they please. There we go. A fearsome reputation to scare away any who draw near enough to realize something was amiss. The ideal entry into Costa del Sol for our man. Like I said, get paid while you're literally stealing the bride. Deducing as much, I made a point to question the brass blades in my area. Yes! Little to my surprise, I learned there was one man who had not been seen at his favorite alehouse for 3 days past. This is why you hire multiple people to check on each other when you're doing an investigation. When you're doing that, you ask all the people who were hired and you say, is anybody new? Have you not seen anybody yet? You talk to the guys and figure out which guy's been there the longest, unless they're all working together. Oh no. Our thief has not made a habit of wanton murder. Doubtless the poor man is lying naked in a ditch not far from here. Our thief is not a stranger to combat either because they've been stealing weapons. Not like Gilgamesh did, though. Or, sorry, Greg. In addition to general security duties, each of the blades has been assigned to serve as the bodyguard for one or more of the guests. If the man can tell us... Sorry? Genital? General? General?
Sound like you said genital security.
General security duties. If the man can tell us of his assigned charge, like as not, these answers will reveal the current identity of our thief. Interesting. Our thief would not have the time to carry the unconscious man far. I will canvass the immediate area. No, hold on. Wait. What do you mean he hasn't had the chance to carry this man far? It's been 3 days.
No, according to the thing, the brass blades just arrived today.
He said there was somebody missing and has been missing for 3 days.
That is also true. I have no idea what's going on.
If this is a wedding...
I don't remember this one that much because I wasn't really that interested in it.
Oh, this is like... I mean, I don't know if I'm more interested because I'm married, but... You know. Who do I have to talk to? Oh. Track down.
That's Levy's. Track down. You just
I remember
go to
this because I did it almost 10 years ago.
There, that's where you have to go.
Yeah, almost 10 years ago. And we already know he's a weirdo. Like that's not going to be too off of the situation anyway. We know for 100% that this dude is going to be a weirdo no matter what.
Yeah.
Why are the brass blades in Lenosia? Because they are the toughest group that this guy hired to be bodyguards at the wedding. Their reputation continues to precede them.
Also, it's a member of the syndicate, so he probably has pull with the security of Ulda.
Right.
Yeah.
I need tough guys. Sorry, I need tough guys. Come handle my wedding. I'll pay you good. Oh, okay, yeah, sounds good. Thank you. Oh yeah, Politica. Politica. Electronica. He's not even tied up.
He is. It's just they didn't have enough time to model it.
It's not even tied up. Look at those feet, though. Excellent. You are one of the less competent. Wait, hold on. I read that, and I gave myself a double. I gave it a double negative on that one. Excellent. You are one of the less incompetent assistants I've worked with. You're right. However, what I am going to do is completely go against the thing that you just said. Give me 1 second. I've got a bit to do.
Are you zooming in on his feet? God damn it.
There you go. That's for TikTok. Clip that if you want to. Hi-oh. Excellent. You are one of the less incompetent assistants I've worked with. Well, since I read your text wrong the first time, I don't know if that's very true, Briarton. Thank the gods! Please, free me from these chains before the snippers eat me alive!
Snippers are crabs, by the way.
I got that.
Gigantic crab.
I got that from
enemy crab.
a giant enemy crab.
There's actually a raid
Small.
fate, or a fate, boss fate, that is a giant enemy crab.
Sick.
And I think it's actually called Giant Enemy Crab.
It's a Small.
Yeah, it's
Better be
in-
spider.
It's in this area.
No, it's not this area. That one's lupus. It's
wish I could-
in
Oh, yeah. Oh, right, because that's cancer.
yeah.
There. Now tell me all you can remember about what happened to you and be brief. We just arrived in Costa del Sol. Had a briefing of sorts. Master Gugarimo gave us our orders, who would be looking after and the like. He had a mind to tour the area, get my bearings, and the next I knew, I felt a thwack in the back of my head. When it came to, here I was, stripped of my skivvies. They gave him wedge heels at least. Much to the chagrin of those who would have us look after you. Nope, that's not what that sentence said. Much to the chagrin of those of us who would have to look at you. You say you received orders from Master Gugaremu. Who was to be your charge? My memory's hazy, but one was Morgaunt, father of the groom, and the other was the Lalafell gent from Limsa. Yalto Nolto. Now, try your best to remember. Were there any other guests with whom you were ordered to interact? So the father of the groom and the husband of... No, the... Hold on. Who was Yalto Nolto?
He was. They just said he was someone from Limsa, so not anyone related to anyone.
From Limsa and his wife.
He's probably the guy giving the speech, I want to say. Like he mentioned that
Officiating?
they're going to-
Okay. Maybe. There's also the steward, Lewinhard. I was to renew him with the schedule of events and discuss the protection of key supplies and that sort of thing. Morgaunt, Yalto, Nolto, and Lewinhard. Thank you. For an incompetent fool, your testimony has proved astonishingly enlightening. Briardian, I gotta tell you, dude, like, this is like the Jimmy Neutron, like, sodium chloride situation. You don't need to be the smartest dude in the room 100% of the time. Like, my good bitch, you do not need to be this guy 100% of the time. I know that, because
He most certainly does.
I am this guy like 100% of the time, so get fucked. Kendra! The Gilgamesh chapter of Hildeberg made a lot of jokes. Scooby-Doo. The animal companion, animal zone of the female, the dumbest, and the competent one. Who am I?
Well, I don't think Briarden was involved in the last bit with Gilgamesh that much until near the end.
Yeah, like halfway through. And then once it got found, and then it went on from there.
Yeah, he didn't show up until you got into yeah, the player is the competent one.
The player is the competent one. I shall see this man back to the city and in the possession of some new clothes, after which I shall return to Costa del Sol to continue the investigation. Go ahead of me, and for the love of gods, make sure that imbecile doesn't cause too much trouble in my absence. We had an entire scene without Hildebrand. Where's Hildebrand? Every time Hildebrand Manderville is not on the screen, you should be asking, where's Hildebrand?
Oh, don't worry, he's coming up.
Good. Like, if this motherfucker's gonna be Poochie, I want him to be the poochiest Poochie in the absolute world. In the Poochieverse. Thank you, dear. More like Coochieverse. I can't click. What's her name again?
Nashu.
Nashu, thank you. Nashu. Thank you. Thank you.
Is she using a Keeper of the Moon model?
I
Oh.
think so.
We can
Because
glue
I
my
think that,
keyboard
that
to-
name is what I think
No,
that's
just
a
together
Keeper of the
so they
Moon,
don't break apart because they're
like,
falling
order.
off. Like if you take a look at the cracks.
I was-
He's Keeper of the Moon.
Yeah, because I was looking into the Make It Rain campaign
fix it.
seasonal quest.
Yeah.
And the character you first talk to apparently uses a Seeker of the Sun model, but with a Keeper of the Moon name.
Oh.
What does that mean? Sorry, you're gonna have to explain this one to me.
So the Mikote, there's, you know how
Oh,
races have, like,
it's the two different races. Okay.
Yeah.
So Mikote, you can have Keeper of the Sun, Seeker of the Sun, or Keeper of the Moon, and they both have different naming conventions in the lore.
As you would expect, based. Okay.
Yeah.
So the model is for the sun, but the name was for the moon for that,
Yeah, for that character.
and just for Nashu.
Well,
Or
no,
for
not
that.
Nashu. This is not
Nashu
Nashu.
is-
This is a different character I'm talking about.
Okay. Sorry, you had said that
Yeah.
before. You said that a second ago, and I was confused. a
I
little
thought
bit.
so because I can't remember if she's using a Keeper of the Moon model for her character.
You can tell if you look at her eyes.
Well, I can't look at her eyes.
You can actually go into first person mode.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I
How?
don't know what it's- I
Oh,
don't
right.
know
You
what it's
wouldn't
bound to
know
on your
what it
keyboard-
is on
on your
PC.
keyboard.
You wouldn't know what it would be on PC.
Mine is the home
Keybinds.
key.
Yeah, home key.
Face camera, zoom camera, flip camera, toggle between first and third person. That's fucked. I didn't know. Oh my god, and you could even move around. Oh,
You can play the entire game like this.
this is not very good.
Yeah,
You can fight bosses like this.
one time I did the entirety of Stone Vigil as a healer, trying that, and the
Okay,
thing that was the worst is there's a setting where every time you cast, you face whatever your target is.
so you were like, fwam, fwam, fwam,
So it
fwam,
would
fwam.
yeah, it would like switch and immediately move. And that's how I learned about that setting.
So this would not be
Quick, do
nearly
your elusive jump.
my which one?
Your elusive jump.
Elusive.
flip.
Oh, my backwards. Oh, that okay. That didn't work very well. So, the thing is, like the actual like real thing is here. It's tank controls, and those are the way that these set up are tank controls. And I'd be fine with that if it wasn't first person, because it doesn't make sense in first person unless I have the sticks.
You can change that, I think.
I know.
Yeah,
I
you can
changed
change
it
your
to
control
this.
screen.
I
Yeah.
changed it to this in order to be able to move around while I was still pointed in the same kind of direction and moving the mouse and shit. So that let's see. Go there. I can't zoom in more. I'm too tall.
Yeah, I'm really.
I am too
Clap
tall
your
to
way up
look
on here.
into Nashu's eyes. Let's get out of that mode. Hildebrand, what do you
You could
got?
try using G pose if you're that.
Yeah, G
into
pose
it,
would
but-
work if you're that interested. But okay, you will come up to a cutscene that has a close up of her eye.
Woo!
Yeah.
Just so you do the last action that you used.
Oh.
Oh no.
It's back flipping you up.
So don't worry, if you exit out of this, you'll go back up onto that.
God damn it.
Sitting
No, you just yeah, any group.
sitting resets it. So if you sit down and then stand back up.
Okay. Nashu, look this way.
If you hit space, you can move around, yeah, and zoom in, but I don't think it'll work. It would be better if you were standing right next to her.
If she was targetable, you could change the camera to focus on her. But
Yeah, but I
she's
can't
not
do that.
right
This
now.
is also really fucky.
Yeah.
You can do
Whoa. There's a lot, like,
picture
actually,
taker.
that you can do on this shit.
yeah, there's a lot of controls.
Okay, you're giving me motion sick.
You
Yeah, I'm done with
get a
that.
nice Dutch angle
Yeah,
going.
just wait for a cutscene. It'll happen, and you'll see her eyes.
Okay. Hildebrand. Ah, there you are, my friend, and not a moment too soon, for I was about to commence my investigation in earnest. Tell me, did your and Inspector Briarden's avenue of inquiry bear fruit? Well, here's my hand. Morgant, Yalton Alto, and the steward Leeuwenhart, you say? This does not surprise me. Yes, I had considered them all exceptionally suspicious from the start. With the Lapis
it.
Maiden in danger. Wait, hold on. Why would he have suspected them when I didn't suspect them? Actually, we suspected the groom, so we're fine there. With the lapis maiden in danger, we cannot afford a moment's delay. I, Hildebrand, shall have our thief in shackles before the inspector returns. Fear not, friend, the inspector shall be none the wiser. If he had hoped to nab the fiend for himself, then he should not have simplified the task for me so. Ha, there is one of our suspects. Ah, there is one of our suspects standing suspiciously under that canopy over there. Just you wait, fiend. I shall rip the mask from your face and reveal you for rogue that you are. Bye.
Here we go.
You went that way. All right. Business of betrayal objective fulfilled. All right, Morgan. It's either you Morgan or you Morgant. That's nothing. Stand back, friend. The man we pursue is a criminal mastermind. The merest slip of the tongue could put our case, nay, our very lives in danger. But have no fear, Miss Ellie, ready your quill, that you may record my every word as I employ the time-honored art of parley, handed down from Mandeville men of ages past to reveal our foe. I can think of a few topics that would interest my readers less than your blatherings. Just catch the thief so I can have my story, would you? Oh, don't worry, Inspector. I brought... Oh, wait, that's Nashu. Don't worry, Inspector. Oh, wait.
Don't worry, Inspector. I brought my quill and my journal too. You're doing sensible. Miss a word.
I hope that...
No.
How did you do that?
I hope that sounded okay.
It did, actually.
Capital. This is why you're my favorite assistant, Nashu. Now, behold as I ensnare our prey with a web of words leading to his inevitable demise. You're also talking to them right in front of them.
That's fine.
Good day. Yeah, it's a cutscene. It didn't matter. Good day, Master Guguremu, and a fine day it must be for you most of all. Allow me to offer my most heartfelt congratulations on your betrothal to the enchanting Miss Arabella. What is this nonsense? Arabella's my daughter. Just who in the seven hells are you anyway? Guards! Guards! Now hold your chocobos, Guguremu. I recognize that lad. This is Hildebrand, agent of inquiry and inspector extraordinaire. The first person who's recognized him. The first person who's recognized him. Come to save the lonely lads from the clutches of the Phantom Thief, have you? I reckon we owe that man your gratitude, Avon. The Phantom Thief. Balderdash and rot, if you ask me. That said, my betrothed must be quite the beauty indeed to have such rumors told about her. Perhaps she is worthy of me after all. Ha ha! Is this a Shrek situation? He exudes... Yeah,
he's just a narcissist.
He exudes an unusual degree of confidence for such an effete, fashion-challenged youth. Most suspicious. Fashion-challenged. He's a damn sight easier on the eyes than you. That's not true.
Debatable.
He turns over like, fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. That's my van. Ever calm in the face of danger. Truly his father's son. A worthy heir to the Bruguer Consortium, and a worthy match for my daughter, I must say. Yes, I foresee many years of prosperity from our families. Or family, I should say. Ho ho! What? What did we say earlier? We said this exact thing earlier. One family. Trust me with your business. The only way you can do that is give me your family. Which reminds me, Master Vaughn, Arabella asked me to convey her gratitude to you since the golden clasp you sent some months ago. It has not left her neck since that day. Nobody has seen who she is, so she could be out somewhere with everybody, and the only way that we will know it's her is because of the golden clasp.
Ooh.
Oh, that little trinket? It was nothing. Tell your daughter the greatest treasures of the realm will be hers once we are wed. Fuck you. Ooh, lockstep and turn. The time-honored Manderville act of parley would be sleeping with the fishes now and Morgan not spoken on your behalf. That said, nothing but the interactions between the three struck me as particularly unnatural. Let us not rush to conclusions, Miss Ellie. A gentleman fancies a more methodical approach. Yes, everything is proceeding according to my master plan. Whoever throws the calling cards at the end of each chapter has damn good aim or luck. No, they just hit their ability. Because they always hit if you're in range.
Oops, I'm supposed to be taking this down, wasn't I? Everything is proceeding according to my master plan.
Giraffe.
Giraffe.
That's not gonna... That's not gonna backfire.
Writing down everything? Ooh. I sought only to earn the trust of families before confronting Yaldo Nolto and Leeuwenhart, who've aroused my suspicion from the start. Come, we have a thief to apprehend. That was awesome and awful. I crackled a little bit. Or my voice cracked a little bit.
Crackly.
Really?
No, it was the voice mod.
It was the microphone? Is it still doing it?
No,
it's better
only
now.
while you're using the voice mod. I think it's a problem with the...
Was it not like the kitty?
Yeah, that's crackling a lot.
Oh, no. Welcome out here with
That's better.
goes down. Is he okay?
That's much better. Yeah.
Okay.
I guess that's it. Now sing Fishy on Me. I don't know how that song goes. I sought only to earn the trust of the families before confronting. I already read this line. Fishy on me. Fishy on me. Fishy on me. I sang it. Mother, good night, son. Mother, good night, mother. Yes, mother. Good night. I feel like I know I call you mother on this show, and it kind of makes me feel like like Norman Bates. Yes, mother, you're. Thank you for tuning into the stream, mother. I appreciate you tuning into the stream tonight, mother. What, mother? I have to change your sheets. No, mother, it's Thursday night. I'm voicing Hildebrand Manderville. You know, like the unhinged. Like I feel that whenever I specifically say mother. Nobody calls you Mom Witch anymore. I'm sorry that the regular people who did that are not around very much, but you're still Mom Witch. Maybe I have to put an intro thing when you pop up that calls you the Mom Witch. Let's talk to Yalto Nolto. Like, you can't complain that nobody calls you Mom Witch when I'm not the one that calls you that. I guess I could. No, I need to come up with a different voice for Yalto Nolto. I've not seen your faces around here. With the East Aldinard Trading Company, are you? Why, yes, good.
Scottish.
Why, yes, good sir, very much with them. Some might even say we are the East Aldinard Trading Company. Ha ha ha! Oh, pleasure to meet you. Do tell, is the Lappish maiden as lovely as they say? Sidana's no sloucher herself, but she like me, she's getting on in her years. No offense intended, my dear. Oh, but where are me manners? Yalto Nolto, the Brugger Consortium, and this is my wife, Saitana. I look forward to the many profitable dealings with you and yours in the moons and years to come. Aye, I dare say this wedding and the joining together of family businesses couldn't be happening at a better time. Why, with all the manner of feral beasts and beastmen taking aim at our wares. Why, just the other day, a shipment of imported foodstuffs waylaid by the mandragoras. Nasty buggers, the lot of them. If I were 20 years younger, I'd dice them up myself and make a salad out of... Oh, you have heard of the mandragoras, haven't you? But of course! I once spent a year honing body and mind with the fist of Roliger. My fellow monks and I would chant several hundred mantra-whatsits a day. And your food stores were occasionally raided by the ruthless band of rogue vegetables known as the Mandragoras, yes? Huh! Would it kill you to read the Mithril Eye and educate yourself from time to time? It's been called a rag, but I don't know if that's her she's defending herself because it's her job, or if it's actually a good newspaper. Or this is the cover story. This is the cover story because the Mithril Eye doesn't exist and everybody else is in on it. I got you this time, Ellie. You can't escape me. Richard Van Manderville.
Richard.
Yeah.
The only person that called it a 2-bit rag was the rich asshole.
Richard Brand Manderville will solve this case. I like how they just turn around and have a side conversation as it goes. A fearsome lot they are. Rumor has it they'll not rest until every fruit or vegetable harvested for consumption has been freed from captivity. Why, they struck at the larder here just a few days ago. Our supplies were decimated. Richard Brand Sandwicherville? Hey! 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 Love it. Fear not, my lady. I was able to arrange an emergency shipment to replace the stolen produce. It arrived safely home some time ago. I keep switching accents and voices. Oh, settle down, Sinana. Forgive me, wife. She was always saying how meat is bad for her figure, and with that, I'd best go prepare my speech. Carry on, lads. Man, Yolto Noto, you're a little drunk, dude. You shouldn't be doing a speech right now. Criminy. None of those three was suspicious in the least, but we must not give up hope, lest he of many faces have the last laugh. Where there is a will, a gentleman shall find a way. Nashu, come! We must move quickly! Nashu!
Come!
We must move quickly, or the Lapis Maiden shall be not the only one to do something.
You speak so fast, Inspector. Starting to quit my gun, sure. Now where was I? Now, where was I? In many faces will wear less. The Lapis Maiden shall not be the only one to come to her.
I'm not sure that captures the inspector's intended meaning. This is no time for us to be standing around. Inspector Briarden will be back any moment now, and he's not the type to suffer excuses. Quite so, Miss Ellie. Fortunately, I have a plan. Let's just investigate the foodstuffs in which Master Lewenhart spoke. Should we find any contradictions in his testimony, we can consider the man a prime suspect. Inspector Briarden will be back before long. Come, Nashu, this is no time to delay. We're going to be taking a quick break here in the Sandwichard experience. Twitch is going to make me play an ad in 35 seconds. So don't touch that dial or you will not smile. We'll be back here. Here's the thing to do in the meantime. Check out my socials and check out the bread rankings. Don't touch the dial. You will not smile. We'll be back here on the Sandwichard experience very shortly. Ah!
Hello. Thank you for joining me here on the Sandwichard experience. My name is Richard Sandwichard. You are here with me, looking beautiful. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing very well. I am Baby. We're gonna come back playing some Final Fantasy XIV.
Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy XIV.
That should work better in the future now. I would like to have a little bit of reverb or something on it, but I can't get that in yet. I'll be okay. I'll figure that out in the future. But for now, at least my my issues with voicing Nashu or girls or whatever should be much better and easier. We're back here in the Sandwichard experience to play more of the Final Fantasy XIV Hildebrand quest. I hope you're all having a great time. Just today, not even with this, just in general. I'd like you to have a good time today. Doesn't have to be with here. If this is not the last stop you have today, I hope you're having a good visit. A good visit. Let's check this food supply. Speaking of food supply, I need to eat something. Are those pumpkins? Oh, those are coconuts.
They're a fruit of some kind.
Crate of assorted foodstuffs and a veritable host of luscious-looking coconuts. It appears that our man Leeuwenhoek spoke. True. Ye gods! Are those explosives I spy concealed amongst these coconuts? Perhaps I spoke in haste. It would appear that we found our phantom thief after all. Yes. No. Maybe. Nashu's the one that handles explosives. I was right.
Those are mine, Professor Inspector. Professor Inspector. I was looking for a place to set them down, you see. These coconuts were looking awfully lonely.
She's also an idiot. So great.
Nashu, far be it from me to cast doubt on your choice of hobbies, but what in the name of 12 would possess you to bring your own creations to an investigation?
Well, they were so helpful in jogging a memory that one time, and I just thought, does this mean you won't be needing a piece of this driftwood either?
Your enthusiasm is always admirable, Nashu, but in this event I fear it is somewhat misdirected. Now, set the driftwood down over there and concentrate on taking your notes, like the astute assistant you have. I have the hiccups now.
Oh no.
Stick. Stick. I say, we are most fortunate that confounding Inspector Briardian is otherwise occupied at the moment. Were he to chance upon this scene, he would veritably explode in rage. Chekhov's gun. Now let us dispose of these things before an errant member. Errant member.
Yeah, you added one too many M's to that.
I don't want to hear about anybody's errant member. Now let us dispose of these things before an errant ember sends us all to a fiery demise. You've survived bombs before.
Confounding Inspector Briardian. Explode. A fiery demise. Got it.
Is that coming through fine?
Yes.
Are you
Yeah, it's coming through pretty good.
sure about that?
Yeah.
Fiery Inspector in a fiery demise. Uh-oh. Don't look now, but someone has returned at the absolute worst possible time. It's me, Briarden. You two were supposed to be keeping an eye on the suspects and staying out of trouble. Yes, the inspector will have a fit if he sees you here. But, Miss Ellie, should Inspector Briarden come upon these upon these explosives, the consequences would be even more dire. Richard and I will see the inspector keeps a wide berth of this beach. You get out of here and be quick about it. Quick thinking, Miss Ellie.
Come.
Nashu, we shall return for your creations once Inspector Briarden has been led safely from the scene. Investigation called us, and we must heed its cry. The problem with that being as soon as Briarden would walk over there, he would see that there would be something incorrect about all of that. And that thing that would be incorrect about all of that would be, oh, I don't know. The fact that there are bombs in front of the coconuts. Immediately, he would see there's something wrong with that because of the bombs in front of the coconuts.
Come.
Sorry, I needed to hit it one time in order to calm my nerves. Inspector Briarden would like to share with you his latest findings. I'd like to hear them, Inspector. So Hildebrand has managed thus far not to destroy anything. Consider me something almost resembling impressed. Haha, indeed. But enough about Hildebrand. Richard and I have been waiting to hear more about your latest theories. We should go somewhere quiet and... An excellent idea, Miss Ellie. Yes, that spot over there by the crates should suffice.
Well, you know, that
there,
spot where the bombs are.
Of all places. But surely we could find somewhere more scenic. I'm not here on vacation. I'm here to solve a case. Besides, we cannot afford to have our conversation overheard. That junk-littered beach should afford us some welcome privacy. Both of their feet are soaked. Both of their feet are so wet right now.
Well, his boots are made to be waterproof. I don't know about her, though.
They are getting in over the lip line. They're getting in over the lip line. Yeah. There's no tongue to stop that water from coming in. And then hers are just fucked.
I'm pretty sure she's wearing sandals.
We'll see in a sec. Yes, Inspector, privacy like indeed. Oh, they kind of look like pumps. We'll see in a sec.
Like her hat.
Bloody hells. Don't worry, Richard. I'll figure some way to lead him clear of those bombs.
No, those don't look like sandals.
I look like a completely different character in a completely different video game compared to her.
Yeah.
Honey, you mean...
It didn't work. You gotta type the whole fucking thing in.
You can just type M dance.
Anyway. I want the other one. I'll get that later. I'll get that way later. I'm gonna get that in Stormblood.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Stormblood.
It's Stormblood! Jesus. Thank you, Mog, also for the hunkules. Stick! Bomb! Lamp oil? Rope? Bombs? You want it? It's yours, my friend, as long as you have enough rubies. Sorry, Link. I can't give credit. Come back when you're a little... Richard. Is it me, or is there a bit of a chill in the air? Perhaps we should go someplace warm. I, for one, welcome a respite from the sweltering heat. Besides, this will not take long. The bombs will not... There is no guarantee the bombs will not just spontaneously ignite. If you insist, Inspector. Through the questioning of the brass blade attacked by our quarry, I have identified 3 individuals most likely to be our thief in disguise. To wit, Morgant, Yotonoto, and Lewinhart. The 3 of us shall split up, with us keeping watch over... Are the 2 of you listening? Yeah, just not paying attention to a bomb. Of course we are. Beg your pardon, Inspector. Yeah. You look unwell, Miss Ellie. Perhaps you are right. I too feel a chill wind blowing in. Mayhap we should continue our conversation elsewhere. But there is no need. Wait here and I shall build us a fire.
Oh.
Inyang, guess where this is going?
Methinks the inspector has taken leave of his senses. The chance of locating suitable kindling on these barren shores is infinitesimal. The whole hand clap. There we are. This piece of driftwood should serve perfectly. Stick.
Chekhov's gun.
Chekhov's gun. It's everybody's favorite character from Final Fantasy XIV.
Stick.
Stick! Stick! You see it? It's right there. Stick! It's important in this scene. Pay attention to it. Here we are. This piece of driftwood should serve perfectly. And as fortune would have it, I just happen to have a flintstone on my person.
You know,
One. Blow up, blow up, blow up, blow up, blow up.
of course
Yeah!
she's
It's okay, Inspector.
excited. Just a pat on the back. Love it.
Don't tell me you're afraid of fire. There is no cause for alarm. 'Tis not blood that courses through the inspector's veins, but ice. I could not fathom a series of events that would lead such a calm and composed individual to lose his firm grip on that fiery torch.
Remarkable insight, Inspector. I must record those words for posterity.
Wee, it's flying! What have we here? Everything is proceeding according to my master plan? Uh-oh.
Yeah, she was only writing down what she was saying. Dogeza.
Could this be another challenge from the fiend?
And he buys it. Somehow.
Surely you jest, Inspector. It looks nothing. I was going to say, he has delivered cards before. He could buy it. It's nothing like his
You have
usual
been stabbed
cards.
in the head, good sir, with a card.
Doubtless it's just the idle ravings of some madman. Perhaps so, but we must exercise extreme due caution. There are 2 more pages. Huh. Is she gonna sneeze? Nah, shoo. Give up hope. He of many faces will laugh last. It is not the lapis maiden alone that shall come to harm. It is more direct than his previous challenges, but there can be no doubt as to the sender. What is this talk of another victim? The final page holds the answer, no doubt. Uh-oh. Inspector Briarden shall meet his fiery end and demise.
Oh.
Aww. Confounding Inspector Briarden will meet a fiery demise.
And you know how this is gonna play out.
Now she's looking the wrong way. She can't even look. She can't even bear.
Well, she's sneezing.
What he's about to
Oh,
say.
is she actually ceasing? Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what's this bit? Hildebrand.
or some physics-defying?
Yeah, how did it bounce off of a beat?
Yeah. Also, how does this happen?
Good shit, Hildebrand.
Good catch.
He used his noggin.
He used his head.
And it's somehow perfectly standing on top of it.
That's because of the way that he styles his hair, you see. We've done it. The inspector's not dead. And now she sneezes and ruins it.
Yep.
Poor guy.
He just can't catch a break.
Good job, Hildebrand Vanderbilt. I love you. No, there it is. There he is. There it is.
Yep. There
Gotta happen at least once per,
So he's always got an explosion, and he's always going to be at least upside down in the something at least once.
Yep.
Love that. You've saved me. Maybe you're not such an idiot after all. Like a good mystery book, you can be able to piece together all of this stuff to make sure that you know what's happening next in a scene. And at this point, I am just saying things in the game before the game is saying it to me, and I love that. It's meeting me at the level I wanted to be met at. Let's call it a reporter's intuition. What is this? What is this? Are they... Is this something? Is there love in those eyes?
Who knows?
A ringing in my ears, but otherwise no worse for wear. You have my gratitude. Hildebrand Manderville, were able to learn the art of the fiend who made the ignoble attempt on my life. I exhausted every effort, Inspector, yet I fear our quarry proves ever elusive. Excellent. I might have died of shock if you had. At any rate, our foe has revealed himself as no more a thief, but a madman who will resort to cold-blooded murder. We must redouble our vigilance, let the others come to harm. Vigilance! Yes, vigilance is the order of the day. Hey, I heard an explosion. What happened?
Gotta watch out for them explosions.
You blew out my wife's vegetables. What in the name of the gods? Thal's teeth! Those vegetables cost a fortune, and they're ruined. Ruined!
Yeah, Thal is one of the 12. And one of the common... one of the more common phrases is not Thal's teeth, but is in fact Thal's balls.
It rhymes.
Yeah.
Agent of inquiry. More like agent of injury and incompetence. You're to replace the supplies you destroyed before the banquet begins, or I will see the entire lot of you rot in jail. All I wanted was to have one day of my daughter's wedding be fine, and you come to me with these problems on the day of my daughter's wedding. Ultros.
The day of my daughter's wedding.
Ultros.
Yeah, he's old baby Ultros.
I love Ultros. We must speak with Leeuwenhart. Man, oh man. This Hildebrand Manderville. Like, you weren't kidding when you said this is going to be A, something I like, and B, some of the best content in the game.
Yep.
It's crushing it so far. It's just zany enough to really just work where it needs to. Like there's real actual tension, and he cuts in and cuts it real easily, in a way that's predictable, in a way that calls it stuff. It's written like a real murder mystery or a detective novel.
Detective procedural kind of.
They're having fun and taking creative license with that idea in, like I said, the bumbling detective way to do that, like a Columbo, is one way, because then Columbo's actually really smart. No, as I said before, Hildebrand's got like divine providence or something. Like God is leading him to these places. He's too stupid for this to actually be, but something is making sure that it happens. It might be because of your inclusion. It might just be because of your inclusion, and you're fated to do this. Again, I think he might be a warrior of light. It's an absolute joy seeing me work through these. My enthusiasm is infectious. I appreciate that. Thank you, Balrog. I'm really appreciating this. What was that terrible explosion coming from the beach? Is everyone safe? Fear not. The fiend's artless attempt on my life has been thwarted. Sadly, your food supply did not escape unscathed. Master Guguremu bids that the damaged ingredients will be replaced with all speed. Good gods, there is no thief. That is a madman. As for replacing the ingredients, I fear it'll prove a difficult task. Those crates contain imported vegetables of considerable rarity, you see. Vegetables that are in particularly short supply these days. Oh, like the Gros Michel banana? What with the mandragoras at large? If I were to even place the order immediately, it would likely take days to arrive. The mandragoras. I haven't heard that fell band. Tell me, what manner of vegetables did they steal? How do mandragoras steal things? They are plants. The rarest was an import from the Far East. Okay. I do not recall the name, but it was very closely resembled to the Orzean dragon pepper, save for his color, which is a deep purple. Smoke on the water. Methinks you dost worry too much, Master Leeuwenhoard. Our course of action is clear. We need only storm into the den of the overgrown weeds and steal the precious purple dragon peppers right back. I would advise against that, Inspector. These are no ordinary mandragoras, but rather a bloodthirsty band of killers given succulent flesh. Succulent flesh. Even the brass blades with Gerbera proved unable to resist them. Oh, a formidable foe indeed. Were there only a brave soul in our midst with a wand for taking on fearsome enemies with not a shred of concern for his own well-being. Your eyes, friend, they speak to me. They say, yes, I shall vanquish these rogue vegetables and deliver the purloined goods back to their rightful owner. I guess I will. You are truly a godsend, adventurer. One Sundamal of the Sundamal of the Yellow Jackets has been charged with defending the roads for the Mandragoras. If anyone would have knowledge of their current whereabouts, it would be him. Without the ingredients, Master Guguremu is likely to cook me instead. Please, friend, you're my only hope. Please, Obi-Wan Kenobi. A gentleman would never let his comrade face danger alone. Let us away to Limsa together. Wait, I have to go to Linda Laminsa?
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense. Costa del Sol is still in...
We're in Limsa.
In Linda.
Well,
Linda
we're in
Laminsa.
La Nosca, which is where Limsa is located.
I was going to try and get on the bike with you, and I was chasing you around for a minute, and I couldn't. Did it matter?
It's a one-person mount. Just a one-person mount.
Okay.
You can get on that one, though.
Well, what is Throne Shaker?
That's just a title I have.
Right. How do you get it?
I don't remember.
Spoilers.
I don't know if I have that one.
Oh, wow. He's literally right here.
Hang on, let me check.
Sun
I think
Timel. If you've
I
come
think
for
it's
the
from
Mandragora.
doing treasure map dungeons.
Okay. If you've come for the Mandragoras, you're a half bell too late, as when we blast it all. I checked it, and the onion attacked me. He ran away? Man, oh man. I can't believe it. This happened. And the boat's gone, I guess. Ah, is the thrill of the chase not invigorating, friend? The ferry docked by the fisherman's bottom will carry us to Aleport. Let us be swiftly on our way. If I've ever been asked about the accent that I use for Manderville, the answer is yes. I use an accent for Manderville. Where does it come from? It's a mix of a bunch of stuff. Actually, one of them... one of the sources of my... is about the vibes. I'm hitting the vibes. But I will tell you, the accent I use is sourced from when I did a run of Undertale a very long time ago. The great Papyrus was able to do whatever he needed to do and have a good time doing it. Holy shit, you like spaghetti! And it just kind of goes from there. I have a bunch of ways to fuck with my inflection in tone in order to take those voices and turn them into different stuff. Hildebrand Manderville is basically just Papyrus.
Good.
Eek! Don't sneak up on me like that. I thought you were a feral turnip, a murderous eggplant, or something like that. Think I jest, do ya? You'd be singing a different tune if a shot of tomato juice almost took out your eye, as it did mine. My eye! My eye! By the time I'd regained me wits, they'd almost sailed without me shipping me livelihood. I'm ruined! I'm ruined! If I'd ever see another bleeding onion till the end of me days, it'll be too soon.
I don't know what that sounded like, but I assume that's what
It
Lullafell.
was very, very titty.
Very tinny?
Yeah, like like a shrunken voice.
Oh, good. I assume that's what they sound like in me. What is...
Or why not?
Can I get a bigger version of this picture somewhere?
Maybe?
To hear most say it, mandragoras are a nasty lot, a right pain in the arse to farmers and provisioners the realm over. Well, do tell me, friend, that ain't the least of it. Freeing their fellow frauds from our lawyers and tables is but the beginning. The bulbous blackguards of a far grander scheme.
Revolution.
Madness, you say? Take 30 to the Isles of Umber and see with your own eyes. A veritable vegetation kingdom where eggplants and turnips rule with an iron fist. This muscle-bound fellow with a dim expression. I can see I've seen his face somewhere before. Bugger me, if it ain't the undead overlord what fancies himself a gentleman inspector. That would make you... Could it be? The adventurer that bested a thieving duelist in single combat. Am I the one...
Am I the one who bested the duelist? Yeah, I fucked him up. Not in single combat, but I did.
Well, bugger me and call me inspector. Tell me, is it true the duelist traveled with a demon bird whose crow could split the heavens?
Yes. But that's neither here nor there. Look, I did a thing, and I don't remember what happened in the window, but we're dealing with that now. That's exactly the fate we're in if we don't pip this revolution in the bud. And I mean literally. Wow, hold on. This guy's stopping a revolution? I can't do the rest of this quest line. I morally cannot do the rest of this quest line if it is about stopping an active revolution. It depends. If the vegetables are fascist, then that's different.
As we speak, the Mandragoras are planting themselves a whole army of their own kind in the Umbles of Umbra. The Umbles of Iabla. The Isles of Umbra. You'll be doing the whole realm a favor if you can go there and uproot them before the harvest comes.
Pick vegetables for me, you dragoon. Many a case
if
have
it
I...
makes you feel better.
If it makes you feel better? Oh,
Makes you
shit.
feel better. The Mandragoras have a monarchy system, so
We're stopping a revolution of them trying to get out of their monarchical system?
no, they are the monarchical system.
Oh, they want to impose their monarchical reign across the land and the settlement that they're currently inhabiting.
Yes.
All right, then they can go. Regicide is easy, dude. Many a case I solved in my day, but...
I've not matched with sentient plant life before.
This is Hildebrand. Many a case have I solved my day, but I've not met with sentient plant life before. This should prove quite exhilarating. To the Isles of Umbra, time to talk to something that has an intelligence that is quite like mine. Quest accepted. Is that a drop on this, or how do I get this? Can it fly?
That's from something. It's something from Endwalker.
Post Endwalker.
What?
Yep.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
Yeah, now you have to come over to the Isle of Umbra.
Can I fly there?
Yes.
What are these blockades?
The part of the castrum.
The Castrum Meridianum?
No, the one that was in Monosca. The Maritime one, or whatever it is.
Right, there are...
Arena or whatever.
Yeah. Castrum...
That's...
Castrum Meridia or whatever.
I have no idea
Castrum
what it is.
Merida from the famous movie Bear.
Castrum.
Oh. X square. Oh. I have a controller. It's an Xbox controller. I don't know if that's going to help.
No, they speak in PlayStation, don't you know?
You feel a hostile gaze upon you. Hold on, that's a second one.
Yeah, there's like 4 of them.
Oh my god.
There's 6.
Oh, 6, really?
Yeah, 1 for each kind.
Oh, nice.
Well,
that's
spoilers
5,
on
then.
spoilers on how many kinds there are, I guess. Praying mantis.
So you have the one he showed you, the one I showed you, and then this one, and I don't have the other ones.
I'm gonna look at that praying mantis. Oh man. What a cool basic enemy design. You killed it.
Yep.
You killed my praying mantis friend.
Yeah, there's another one over there.
That doesn't matter.
It's on infinitely, it's fine.
Well, that was mine. When I was a kid, I had raised a couple praying mantids.
Oh, cool.
X square, circle X circle. Square dollar signs.
Where money.
Square dollar, square cash money. Circle X, triangle, square, circle, circle. You feel a hostile gaze. They speak in wingdings. I guess it is wingdings. I do rather just like going, oh.
Yo, you think this this mammoth has an interaction with the Hildebrand one?
I have no idea what that sounded like.
Oh, the Godbert one?
Yeah. You think it has an interaction with the Good Vanderbilt one?
That is a good question.
My footprints stay across the beach. This is a good video game.
Yeah.
Do others' footprints show up on the beach?
Yeah.
Well, I can see Mogs.
They stay for a little while.
I guess I was gonna say I wonder what the limit on decals
Doesn't
like
look
that
like
would
they do.
be, because
Yeah,
that's how
doesn't
you would
look
do
like
that. They
That is unfortunate.
the bullet holes count
Could've been the
as.
best.
It was a while. That was a good like 20 seconds, enough to a point where you wouldn't notice it.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good detail. That's a good work with decals right there. Good job, Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
Oh, for a second, I thought my rat was growing a plank here.
You were just examining your rat.
Circles X, downwards triangle. Circle X, triangle square. Huh? You feel hostile gaze? I don't want to feel hostile gaze. Look, I haven't gotten attacked yet.
Yeah, because you're too high of a level.
If I'm
Mandragoras.
yeah, I didn't get attacked by the Mandragoras.
Yo, it's Dark Helmet.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
I almost flew back to Hildebrand for some reason.
Ten boys.
Oh, because I flew in from the side. I didn't go in from the place it wanted me to go to.
This guy's actually kind of adorable.
Buddy,
Also, where did he find a helmet?
buddy, what the fuck?
Where did he find a helmet that big, though?
Hang on, I gotta see what you're talking about.
It's Dark Helmet over here. Look at this guy.
I just realized you're not in the party. You're living.
Is this like a...
It's Dark Helmet. He's
Is-
a hunt mark.
It's a B rank hunt.
I don't know what that means.
It is. I don't know how to explain it.
Oh,
Okay.
you're dead.
Oh no! Don't kill Dark Helmet.
Too late.
He's just chilling there. In his
Well,
Dark Helmet.
I want to kill Dark Helmet.
Oh, now he's dead.
Oh. Rip Dark Helmet.
I've never seen Dark
forget.
Helmet before, and nobody ever will again.
He respawns in 5 seconds.
Fuck.
No, but seriously, where did he get a helmet that big? Like, where did he find a helmet that
They
size?
don't have anything explained like that later in the game at any point where they have giants or something.
I mean, there are giants, but
Now-
not that giant.
Now go examine those inconspicuous legs.
I will. I have one statement about how I could have got the helmet. Crab with a job. Crab with a job. The crab had a job. I don't see anything more likely than that. Friend, my pursuit of the Mandragoras has led me beneath the surface. Yes, they must be down here somewhere. Commence the Mandragora. That sounds like a bad TV show. Honey, it's the
It's fate.
Mandragoras.
It's a fate that spots up once you do it.
Up, down, circle, X, square, something. I don't speak that.
There they are.
Oh, look at them.
Also, they're huge.
Oh, no. Oh, what? My level is too high. I have to level sync first.
Wait, what? We can't help you with this.
You can't help me with this? That's great.
No.
Yeah, we can't.
That rocks.
We don't get the fate.
I mean, I could just keep you healed, but that's about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, can you do that at least? Actually, I could just do this a bunch.
Ooh, let me.
Oh, Plasmoid is attacking me.
The Mandragorian is your favorite sci-fi show? Yeah, okay.
There you go, I can DPS buff you.
Thank you. Oh, there we go. I was like, I can't tell which one I'm locked onto, and it's the one that with the red circle on the ground. These are tougher than I thought they were going to be.
I gave you a massive shield.
I believe I'm slowed.
You are infected with heavy, yes. Now you are not.
I'm infected with heavy?
Inflicted.
Okay, I was gonna say, is that a curse? Like, what would heavy be considered?
It's status.
Debuff.
Okay. That's 2. That's 3. You know, for a bit, I forgot that this video game had combat in it.
It's the funny story game.
It's the silly, funny video game story game. Yeah. The actually, I was talking to Lame about this earlier. There's something about like how I am playing 2 MMOs on my schedule these days. I am playing I'm playing on Mondays Metal Gear Solid. I'm playing on Tuesdays Fallout New Vegas. On Thursdays I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV, and then on Fridays I'm playing Destiny 2. So I get to see a lot of different like dips and levels and quality of stuff that I am enjoying.
I wouldn't really call Destiny an MMO though.
Destiny counts as the MMO because there's the fucking
It's
grind.
an
It's the grind. There's raids. There's the other stuff that counts as a grind. It counts.
I mean, you're not paying for a subscription.
You don't have to pay for a subscription just to make it an MMO.
Yeah, like Guild Wars is an MMO and you don't have to pay for a sub.
As long as it's massively multiplayer and online.
Yeah.
Memorpaga.
Oh, we have to go back to Casa del Sol.
Yeah, now we're going back. But I get the good quality out of the Metal Gear. I get the good quality out of the what's it called? Oh, we have to go back to Casa del Sol. I read that wrong.
Yeah, I already teleported there.
I know. I read that wrong and was flying back over to nowhere. I might as well take your teleport in a second. Can I jump out? Can I jump out? Can I jump out anywhere? Can I jump out anywhere? No. Can I jump out anywhere?
Jump out to the water.
It wouldn't let me.
You can teleport. You can teleport while mounted.
You can teleport?
And while in the air.
Nobody told me that.
Yeah.
Nobody told me that. Anyway, but I get to see varying levels and dips in quality and things that I enjoy. For the first Metal Gear, like, it was hard running around and figuring out where I had to go in a game that was incredibly archaic for the MSX in order to give you, like, the mastery feeling of you beat this, you're the super stealth soldier, Metal Gear, Solid Snake, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where Fallout is great fun hangout, good writing times. And then you get 14. I don't like the combat mechanics of 14. I don't really enjoy how it plays. I don't really dig the I gotta mash my button to get my thing and then wait for the buff and then get healed and do that. I don't really like that. But the story in that last third of ARR and continuing onwards has been good enough to keep me wanting to play this game and pay for the sub and keep on playing more of it, right? The story is the main hook for 14 because it's legitimately very good right now. And it's going to get better. For Destiny, I really don't give a shit about the story at the second, but I really like the gameplay. So I get to have the two inverse experiences where I'm playing with friends and I really like the story, but my friends are skipping the story because they have already seen it. They don't have to worry about it. And I like the gameplay, and I'm making my friends experience the story, even though they may have seen it before because we're doing it that way. And, well, they're going to talk, and there's cutscenes and whatever in Destiny anyway, so whatever. But the gameplay in Destiny is more important than the story, and here the story is far more important than the gameplay. And I just wanted to talk about that for a second because this is the thing, and Heaven's Word and the story and all this stuff are the thing people tell me. They're not like, yeah, it's a good MMO, you'll love the way that it plays and you'll like how the things feel and do whatever. It's fine. But the story is good enough to keep me hanging on. How did people play 2.0? How did people end up playing 2.0 and not have complaints about this stuff? I'm sure there were, but probably not to the extent that there could be now if it was exactly the same.
We didn't know how bad we had it until we had better expansions, basically.
Yeah, I mean, you get the end of Realm Reborn, and you get through the extra stuff that was raids or dungeons or whatever was doing there, and you play it, and you get to the end, and you're like, wow, that's good. And then you play Heavensward, and you're like, oh, shit. It could have been like this the whole time.
Yeah.
And then
basically.
they started continuing making changes retroactively as other things came out. So for me, it's different than what you guys got. And for you, you get to experience my stuff in, you know, like, again, retroactively and get to see the changes. Yeah. Because even when I fought, not Gaius, the big guy that I had the scripted fight with that I got chained to the fire, and I don't remember his name, but he was, he was an 8-man thing before, right? And he was reduced to a solo.
Oh,
he was the first 8-man raid. Yeah, Case Westwood.
He was.
I don't know if I would call that a raid. It was sort of like a.
It was the first 8-man content that was so stupidly easy.
And they changed it, and it's actually fairly challenging and more interesting than it would have been just with 8 people fighting one dude.
Yeah.
So you're getting to see those good changes you haven't touched in, as you said earlier, 10 years.
Yeah.
Which is very important. I think that's great. And this is also what this show is for, right? If people have played Final Fantasy XIV, they haven't played the early stuff in a long time. Like, actually, that's a good question. How do you do... Oh, you just skip all the cutscenes again, huh? Or you play with the characters that are that old?
Yeah, I play with the characters that old.
So when Lane makes a new character... Is Lane playing everything again? Or is it just for...
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Very start.
Unless you pay money for a skip.
That's it.
I will not lie, I did that once, but this was back before the after content of ARR was reduced.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So you never even gotten to see regardless, which is still interesting. You return. I feel like you might end up a tasty snack for the crazed head of cabbage. Well, there's your food, dude. The stolen foodstuffs. You've saved my hide today. Oh, but I must see if those purple dragon peppers are intact. Master Gugaremu was particular about his seasonings.
Oh, can I come too? I've never seen a purple dragon pepper before.
Nashu is gonna make something happen. That wild vegetable chase was a pleasant diversion, but it's time we return to the case. Now, there must be some clue that yet eludes us.
Oh, the peppers have changed color.
What? Oh no. The peppers. Peppers that possess the same powers of disguise as a many-faced foe. A gentleman must needs investigate.
I'll just be here floating in the water.
A striking shade of blue, quite far from the purple that Master Lewin described. Perhaps we recovered the wrong crate.
But look here, Inspector. The crate is clearly marked for Costa del Sol. How curious.
Did I say purple? I'm in a purplish blue or a bluish purple. The two colors are really quite similar when you think about it. That's like when people call the GameCube blue.
It's not blue.
The GameCube is not blue. I have met people that said the GameCube is blue.
I mean, they did make a blue one, but it was Japan only.
No, I mean the purple.
Like yeah. It's purple.
The GameCube. The purple GameCube.
And the black one.
I had the silver one.
I also had the purple one. Actually, I'm gonna look it up.
Because it was affectionately known.
I'm gonna look it up and see what there's a blue one.
Yeah,
there's one down there.
like
There's one right down
Indigo.
there. Right there.
This is
Indigo is still a color of purple, though.
yeah, indigo is.
I don't know.
But yeah, that's sort of like.
Blue.
What the heck blue is that? The light blue. That's an official one only in Japan.
Wow. Indigo,
They got
baby.
more colors than we did.
Lewinhart's an idiot, is what I'm saying. He would bring the GameCube to his friend's house by carrying the handle and then throw it in the shrubs by accident. That's not a real story. Don't worry about it.
God, I hope so.
Those peppers must have a most distinctive hue. No man could reasonably mistake it for any shade of purple. Just like a GameCube. Unless, of course, he was wearing a particular sort of eyewear at the time. Red. Red eyewear. Oh, there he goes. The charade is up. After that man. It is as I suspected all along. The goggles have proved the key to cracking the case. With speed, Nashu, our fiend must be brought to justice. Do I have to chase this man down? Am I able to chase this man down?
Yep, you have to go to the location.
Yeah, you just go to location.
Okay. Mount Roulette. Let's go. Yay, Chocobo.
Well, if you only have like 2 mounts.
And
He only has 2 mounts.
what of it? It's a surprise every time I do it. Did he get killed by this squid thing?
No, that's incidental this time. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Wait,
Oh, I heard combat start right around me.
Yeah, I just aggroed stuff, don't worry. That's done.
Combat's over. You can run, but you cannot. That's a leak. Ha ha ha! If you thought you could outsmart this Mandeville man, you were sorely mistaken. For pilfering a priceless blade, threatening a maiden's virtue, and untold crimes against the law-abiding citizens of Eorzea, I, Hildebrand Mandeville, agent of enquiry, inspector extraordinaire, hereby place you under arrest. You can't arrest an unconscious man. Done in by a snipper. A fitting end for an ignoble thief. Let us see what lies behind the mask. Oh! Well, I'm gonna unmask you like a Scooby-Doo villain. Where am I? Did a fucking Ashian?
No, they're not part of the storyline.
No. As hilarious as that would be. No.
Okay. Because just the thought of, oh, this guy was just possessed 100% of the time then. Like Thancred was.
Yeah,
where
but
am I?
Thancred, I think, still remembers being possessed.
Who are... I wouldn't know yet. I wouldn't know yet. Look at that, just one shell in the background. Ha! Playing the fool will avail you not. I suggest you come willingly. A gentleman is not given to violence, but should you attempt to resist, I disavow responsibility for any shattered skulls and broken bones. Huh,
Damn,
right.
that's brutal.
Wait, I remember now. I was on my way to meet with Miss Arabella when... Oh, Miss Arabella, I must find her at once. Oh my god. I'm going to stand up though. It would seem that this man wears no mask. This is the true Leeuwenhart. I swear on my life that it's so. I was en route to the estate in Wineport when one of my brass blades on patrol approached me. We exchanged greetings, and the next instant, he turned on me. I fought so desperately to defend myself, even managing to drive a kitchen knife into the man's right hand.
Oh my god.
In the end, though, he proved too strong for me. A kitchen knife through the hand is no joke. There is a ton of nerves in your hand alone. Like...
Also, they never mentioned the size of the kitchen knife, either.
Like a Santoku?
There's the chef's knife, which is the big one. Then you got a boning knife. You have a bread knife.
I mean, it will depend on which chef's knife you're looking at.
A paring knife.
It could have been. It could have apparently. You're not going to fit like a Chinese chef's knife in there, like I got. Like a Santoku.
You're not gonna have that. Those things are heavy and large.
Love that knife. Oh, it's so nice. I love that knife so much.
The big square one, yeah.
It's very nice. He proved too strong, but I stabbed him in the hand. Well, that's cool, but I guess he can't hold anything now. Now that you mention it, the imposter was wearing gloves. I knew there was something suspicious about him. I didn't turn my voice on for Nashu that time. It is still time before the banquet begins. Knowing our quarry, he has doubtless already assumed a new identity. And yet, he could have not foreseen this turn of events. It is unlikely that he had the time to thoroughly research his new target. Most importantly, we now know that the thief suffered a wound to his right hand. We need simply to return to Costa del Sol and examine the hands of all present. An excellent plan, Inspector. While you do so, we shall accompany Leeuwenhart back to the estate, that we might ensure Miss Arabella's safety. They're...
Yeah, they're still here.
I have found you, little ones. Let me guess. You see the anger at those that took from you what was yours.
Yeah, these guys become a recurring thing. It's kind of weird, but also kind of adorable.
Then it would appear our goals are in accord. Make for Costa del Sol and await my orders. When the time is right, revenge will be yours.
So now he's just recruiting some vegetables.
Vegetables.
To crash the party, to crash the wedding. But are they on the guest list? If they're not on the list, they're not going to get in. So.
Unless they disguise themselves as vegetables. I actually don't remember how they get in.
The game is a food inspector. Hi. So you just take the face off? Yeah. Now what mask shall I wear to the ball?
Oh.
Just default human skin face on the ground. Speak with Arabella in Wineport. Where's Wineport? Wineport is close enough to hear.
On the other side.
I can fly there.
It's faster just to teleport.
No. I'll fly there. I may not be able to fly there. Yes, I can.
You should be able to, actually.
Yeah.
This is... Oh, that. Okay.
Alright, where's Arabella? There she is. And Hildebrand. Hildebrand Mandeville in the flesh. Ready to suit all of your Hildebrand Mandeville needs. My name is Arabella. Miss Arabella, what are you doing out here? You must return to the estate at once. Oh, Lewin. Always the worrier. Your concern is touching, but I'm a grown woman. Besides, I just wanted to see the flowers. Lovely those flowers may be. They are unsightly weeds when measured against your beauty. I am Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire. And please, call me Hildy. The pleasure is mine, my lord. Much have I heard of your deeds. Tell me, are these rumors of a many-faced thief true? I fear they are, Miss Arabella, but you're still your gentle heart. For as long as Hildebrand Mandeville is on the case, the fiend shall not lay a twisted finger on you. This I swear on the Hildebrand Mandeville name. The gods smile on me indeed, to send such a strong and handsome gentleman as my champion. And yet... You seem pensive, milady. Is something the matter? To tell the truth, this marriage has been arranged against my wishes. Ding! Got it in one. I do not love Van. Why, I've not even met him. Oh no. Oh no. He sent me this clasp as a betrothal gift. A treasure for my treasure, wear it always, the message said. I don't care how beautiful it is, it might as well be a golden shackle. Miss Arabella, you must not say such things. An arranged marriage to a youth you have not even met? Unconscionable. Father said this marriage must happen, for that's the future of the family trade. Spoken like a true old Don. What if I must be bold, milady? Would I be correct in assuming you and your father are not related by blood? Quite so. Father found me amongst the beggars on Pearl Line when I was just a babe. He took me in and raised me his own. He even took Lewin in as well, though as servant rather than son. You may think Father a cold and miserly man, but to me he's the man who gave me the warmth and hope where I had none. I will learn to love Van if that will make Father happy. You cannot be serious, Miss Arabella. You're a beautiful young woman with your whole life ahead of you. Surely you would not have to look far to find a gentleman with whom you'd rather spend the rest of your days. If I'm to spend an hour with you, I'm to lose my wits. But anyway, we should return to Costa del Sol and see how the inspector's investigation fares. I, as well, must prepare for the banquet. Farewell, friends. How do we know that that's the right guy? I guess we don't know if that's the right guy. So we're going to take a quick break over here in the Sandwichard experience. We got like a minute until Teresa's going to force an ad on me, so I'm going to do it now. Don't touch it, dial. We will not smile. We'll be right back here in the Sandwichard experience very shortly in order to get the next portion of this quest line done, and then I'm going to go to bed. So, again, don't touch the dial. You will not smile. We'll be right back here in the Sandwichard experience. Haha! Thank you for joining us back here on the Sandwichard experience. My name is Richard Sandwichard, and you are still looking wonderful. I see the Mog is going to sleep. Good night, Mog. Have a good evening. I'm glad you were here on the Sandwichard experience to help out, give insight and color commentary. As per usual, very much appreciated. We're here. We're going to at least finish off this bit of the quest line, and then we're going to go to bed afterwards. But Hildebrand. A case of indecency. A case of indecency.
Oh yeah, this is the last one, I believe.
Hey, you think so? With the maiden's true
believe
virtue
so.
hanging in the balance, Hildebrand would hasten back to Costa del Sol.
It's either the last one or it's like one before. It's very close now, is what I'm trying to say.
If I look at it, business of betrothal. It might be 4 pieces each.
Well, after this,
Because there was Rise and Fall of Gentlemen, Back in the Saddle, After Our Own Heart, and Immaculate Deception. Then hold on. I didn't put my wife's towels back where they were.
Yeah, no, this is the very last one.
Okay.
This is the last.
Because 8-Armed Dangerous sounds like that would be, I don't know, something
you'll
like
have to find
Ultros or something.
You'll have to find out.
With the maidens, Ultros and Hildebrand together. Oh my god.
You have to find out.
I'm going to lose my mind if that is the case. I'm going to tell you that now. With Maiden's virtue hanging in the balance, Hildebrand would hasten back to Costa del Sol. We've not a moment to lose, friend. The time of our final confrontation with the fiend is nigh. Our foe has doubtless assumed a new identity, but I have no fear. Upon our return to Costa del Sol, I shall employ the time-tested Mandeville art of parley to cut through the fiend's flimsy facade. 'Tis an art I would impart to you as well, friend, though there will be time enough for that once our foe's in shackles and Miss Arabella is safe. No doubt it shall prove as invaluable as your adventures as it has in my investigations, or, failing that, serve to entertain you where you've nothing better to do. Correct. But I digress. A gentleman must away to Costa del Sol. The fair maiden's life hangs in the balance. Nashu, Miss Ellie, with me! Well, I have nothing better to do, huh?
I mean, do you?
Apparently not. I'll pay 100 gil. I don't care. I don't care. I will pay 100 gil. It will take me 5 seconds to get me back 2 inches from where I have to be. Alright, Priarjan. Let's close this case. Oh, was Durst Weiss the whole time? That's an ass pull. If that's true, I'm gonna be mad. Inspector Priarjan, I have seen to the maiden's safety. Miss Arabella will be along soon. How fares your investigation? I've canvassed the grounds, but none of the guests are concealing their hands. How can this be? The thief must be somewhere. Miss Arabella just left Christina here. Supposed to find out if her brood is truly meant for our own. Tee-hee. Tee-hee. There's no time. Without the thief in custody, we cannot allow risking Miss Arabella to take the stage. But, Inspector, Vaughn and his family will not take kindly to the betrothed's absence. This is nothing of my concern. Besides, doubtless the inspector here will think of something. Me? What do you propose? You are the expert at creating diversions. Can't you knock something over, blow something up, or the like? You know, like you always do? Inspector Priarjan, I knew the day would come that you would recognize my many talents. Worry not about Master Vaughn. Yes, for the sake of the maiden, a gentleman will do what must be done. The poor sop lacks even the wits to know when he's being insulted. Now the task at hand was find a way to conceal Miss Arabella's true identity. Use a glamour. Not far from here are the servants' quarters. There should be a change of clothes lying about. Perfect. Richard. Sandwichard? Find some suitably ordinary garb and deliver it to Miss Arabella outside the gates. I'll proceed with the investigation. Find pants. Find pants. Find pants. We're gonna find some pants on this Hildebrand quest. Hildebrand, Hilde pants. Gonna find some Hilde pants. What kind of pants am I gonna find for the Hildebrand's lady? I guess we'll find out by talking to Gagaruju Manor Retainer. Has the lapis maiden arrived yet? I simply must look upon her beauty for myself. Servant's garb, you say? I much prefer what you're wearing, but we'll certainly have enough rags to go around. Here you go. Do with them, oh, as you will. Great. Thank you for not even asking why I need free clothes. I guess the world's just like that these days, huh?
Yep.
In 14, you can just trust people. Oh, we've got so much to go around. We got magic and shit. Greetings, friend. Oh, what's this you have for me? Hand over. Hand over. Servant's garb? But why? Miss Arabella, with the thieves still at large, the risk of letting you be seen is too great. Change into those clothes and promise you will not leave my sight. But the ceremony, Father would be furious, and Lord Van... We are dealing with a man who tried to blast me to the heavens and almost succeeded. We cannot exercise enough caution. As for the ceremony, I have entrusted the matter to a certain gentleman. You need only concern yourself with your own safety. We should do as the inspector says, Miss Arabella. Your life is more important than this marriage or whatever profits your father stands to gain from it. No, and if father heard you say such things... I should have said them long ago, but not doing so I put your life in danger. Besides, we've not one but 2 skilled inspectors on the case. It will not be long before the fiend is caught and brought to justice. Very well. I shall retreat to the carriage. Pray wait for me here. Pray wait? Yep, totally not at all suspicious. Her face is still beautiful.
Also, forget, nobody has seen her.
Also,
period.
You're right. Nobody also knows what she looks like at all anyway, so they can't even say, oh, the most beautiful woman. The logic is, I've never seen this person before and she's beautiful. That must be her.
Yep.
But doing nothing with the face is... Where that falls apart, even just like a little bit, you know? Like even just like slightly is where that kind of falls apart. Hang on 1 second. Oof. This one. Close you. Pull that back up. Sorry, I was checking something. My fans gave me a notification that they weren't running properly. My apologies for the delay. What should I do with my banquet dress, Inspector? Richard, bring Miss Arabella's dress to that bumbling inspector. I do not speculate as to how he intends to see his task, but I'd imagine he requires all the help he can get. I am imagining what's happening next. Now let us return before the festivities begin. Is nobody going to realize that Hildebrand is wearing the banquet dress and therefore he's going to go up and get married to Vaughn in the stead of Arabella? And he takes off the veil and it's, oh my god, it's Hildebrand. But you could tell the whole time, but nobody could until the veil was off. That seems like something that would happen here. That's what I would do. A ghost. A towel ghost. I had a towel ghost on the background. Alright, Hildy. You return. Me? I was in the fact of formulating a master plan to distract Master Vaughn at the ceremony. Is there all I might do for you? Here, take this breathtaking dress. An expertly tailored dress certain to make eyes bulge and hearts stop. What is this Miss Arabella's dress? I must admit to some confusion as to what to do with it, but worry not, I shall take it into safekeeping. And with that, I must attend to Master Vaughn before the ceremony begins. Worry not, my friend, I assure you that Inspector Briardron and I have the situation entirely under control. Why not find yourself a seat and enjoy the festivities? Okay, take a position and wait for the banquet. Alright, bud. Let's see where this goes.
I'm certain you can take a wild guess.
You got me here. You got me here. Pay this off, baby. Curses. How am I supposed to find my man with all these people milling about? Well, if you're at a wedding, you can mingle and flirt a little bit, Briard, and I'm sure there's some single people here somewhere. Papa Lim. Oh, sorry. Friends, families, business associates, 'tis an honor and a pleasure to welcome one and all to Costa del Sol for today's feast, co-hosted by the Bruguière Consortium and the East Aldenard Trading Company. Aldenards. We trust you've enjoying the fine food, fine spirits, and profitable conversation. Profitable conversation? Guys, I recognize with faces. The Lapis Merchant. The Lapis Maiden. If even half the tales of beauty are true, Vaughn's the luckiest bastard in the realm. You're all in all, too. Sign out, altered guest. It's a great pleasure to announce the betrothal of my son, Van, future chair of the Bruguière Consortium, to Arabella, daughter of the Master Gugaremu of the East Alenard Trading Company. The couple will exchange their eternal vows here today, and the happiness of theirs is may usher a new era of prosperity for one and all. It's me, Vaughn. I bowed. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present the son's lovely bride, the Lapis Maiden whose beauty minstrels will sing of for ages to come. Damn you, Hildebrand Mandeville, you had one job. Yes, 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 yes. What are you rebel expecting otherwise? She's my bride after all. Yes, 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 yes. Milady, they say your beauty transcends the boundaries of time. When we're wed, you want for nothing. Pray give your hands to me.
He's wearing gloves, though.
My sun and stars. And yes, 1,000 times yes. Hildebella.
They changed his name, too. Just look at that.
It's very good. My sun and stars, yes, yes, 1,000 times yes, I am yours, and shall be forevermore. Ding! What have you done with my bride, you cross-dressing deviant?
How does he know that?
Not quite what I had intended, but I suppose it serves our purposes. It did what I wanted it to do. Did what I wanted it to do.
Actually, it's just recently that they removed gender restrictions on certain items of clothing, too.
Fear not, ladies and gentlemen, for Miss Arabella is safe and sound. I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, have but assumed the maiden's appearance to ensnare the vile fiend who would take aim at her life. You're the one who wrote the note. Pop the dress. Me! The fiend who now lies defenselessly before me, the game is up fun. Or should I call you my other name? The thief of many faces. Did you see like one frame of it flip, going back into normal again? Me, the thief? Are you mad? No. It appears that my masterful deductions have proved beyond the grasp of your mind. Very well. Allow me to elucidate. While there is not a soul in the realm who has not heard the tales of Miss Arabella's beauty, there are but 2 men here in Costa del Sol who had gazed upon her lovely visage before today. Her father, Guguremu, and her steward, Leeuwenhart. As you admitted to yourself on multiple occasions, Master Van, you were to have your first glimpse of your bride-to-be today. Considered in this light, would you not say your reaction upon meeting my face was most unnatural? Who else could see through my ingenious disguise? Who could know at a glance that I was not the fair maiden? None save you, ye of 1,000 faces. And anyone else would have their wits about them. I love you, Hildebrand. He's right. He's gonna be right. But how's he gonna be right? Oh shit. How dare you make a mockery of my wedding day? Guards, arrest that pervert at once! Lock him up in jail and throw away the key! Surely there's a wedding to talk about. Arabella? Oh, thank the gods you're safe. Ah. He just gave himself up. He shouldn't know who Arabella is anyway. So Hildebrand was right.
Well, she's also wearing the choker, so there's a bit of thing, but yeah, he really shouldn't know what she looked like.
Come with me quickly, there's a dangerous madman about. And he's wearing gloves.
He is indeed wearing gloves.
A glove in his right hand. Could it be? He's wearing gloves on both hands, though.
Yeah, but nobody else is wearing gloves.
You're
if
right.
you noticed.
You're correct. Look at this baby child. Oh! Shrek.
The necklace is gone!
He did it. It was truly him. He's done it. He's stolen it. The man is a fool. Would have behooved you to listen to him. Alas, you did not. And now it's yours. He is now mine. That's the thief! Stop wasting your time with that imbecile and arrest him! Get off of me, please. Ow, my boob. Nintendo Switch? When's this game coming to the Nintendo Switch?
Probably never.
Probably never. Though that's not how... You came all this way for me. You love me. You really, really love me. I have to put that as a button on my stream.
What? The Hildebrand?
The kissy Hildebrand. The attention is most flattering, but I have taken what I came here for, and now I must away. My lords, my ladies, till we meet again. Is this going to be a reoccurring villain for Hildebrand then?
Just for this arc.
Okay. So then Van... Where's Van?
Who knows? I can't remember. I think I do find him.
Where's Van? And when Van's not on screen, everybody needs to be asking, where's Van? I hear that the real Van was found and bound and gagged in a storage room. Truly, Miss Arabella, I'm so sorry. For what, my lady? The banquet was more exciting than I could ever have hoped for. Van and his father were furious, of course, and our marriage has been called off. But perhaps it's for the best. I'd find my own way to make father happy, by living my life as I would live it. It is you, Inspector Hildebrand, who taught me this lesson. Trans rights, baby. For the love of the gods, somebody find him a change of clothes.
Do not bind this man. If he wants to feel fabulous, let him.
Let him be Bonita. Well, one thing still puzzles me. The thief's challenge that he would steal the Lapis Maiden's virtue, and in the end, he only took her neck piece. Well, you mention it. Master Gugurimu told me about the class when it first arrived. Engraved as a mark of the sun goddess, and it was the most treasured pieces from the Bruger collection, known by many as Azima's virtue.
Azima, one of the 12 again.
Well, I assumed one of the 12. The maiden's virtue indeed. When the next challenge comes, we must take extra care to read between the lines. Charlie! Charlie! Oh, there it is. I was like, why are they posing? Oh, it's gonna be a card.
But it's not Briarden yet this time. Who's getting... Dead? He's dead. That thing is dead.
That thing's very
Like,
dead.
holy shit,
That
is
thing's
thing
very
dead.
dead. It says, made you look. Hero. Oh. He did get hit. The fiend played us for fools. Give that to me at once. Oh. When next we meet, I shall come to claim the victor's spoils. Another riddle. If nothing else, it appears the thief has abandoned any foolish notions of my assassination. Still, we must ever be on guard. The fiend attempted murder once. He may very well do so again. He didn't attempt murder. You would pin a charge on the man that did not exist.
Look.
Now the man has to try and kill somebody in order to make this actually a valid charge. Verily, Inspector, I must agree. One can never be too wary when dealing with a murderer. You! Hear me, madam. Marked, man of 1,000 faces. You sealed your fate when you called me out by name. Mark my words. When next we meet, you will be mine. Yes, it was the Phantom Thief who was to blame for the bomb. Ha! Truly, verily, indubitably the Phantom Thief. Most certainly.
Clearly, I'm not trying to hide anything.
Oh. Oh. Hold on, is it a different guy? We already saw the man with many faces. Is it a different guy, or is it the same guy, but it's just a man with multiple faces?
Questions upon questions.
How many mans are there? How many mans? How many mans? And with that, I do believe we have finished the quest for this round of the Hildebrand quest line. The parlay minigame is now available. The what?
Yeah, that's a thing in rooms.
You've unlocked the parlay minigame and entertain yourself as a mannerful man as before you by opening the toy chest in any inn room.
Yeah, they're like little mini games, like I think they said.
Next time on the Hildebrand experience, to the victor goes a priceless treasure. With the smile of a champion holds secrets untold. Are the 8 legs Ultros?
Yup!
Can a Mandeville man triumph over terrors and win the day? Hildebrand will return in the Colosseum Conundrum. Love that guy.
Fucking Ultras,
Ultros, and Gilgamesh. Yes! Oh, Gilgamesh's chicken!
The key to the next case is also the key to the storeroom. Be sure not to lose it.
Well, thanks, Nashu.
Wait, it's a real key and a figurative one at the same time? Is that even possible? I guess we'll find out next time.
Bye, Nashu. Also, thank you for throwing that thing at Manderville. You've acquired a toy chest containing minigames. Well, I'll be able to do that at some point. But for today, that does mean that we have, in fact, completed the Manderville quest line segment that we were going for the day. So I'm very happy about that. Thank you, Matt, for joining me tonight.
You're very welcome.
Is there anything you'd like to say before we leave?
Yes. I am 2,000 points away from controlling your stream.
2,000?
Yes.
Like, to end my stream?
Yes.
Steele's had it for a long time, then it just hasn't done it yet. The problem is, as soon as it happens, the problem is I'm just going to cry. It's going to happen, and I'm going to be like, oh, well, there goes my night for whatever I wanted to do, but I have to commit to the bit, right? Like, that's the thing that's going to crush me when we actually, like, have that happen. But hopefully, we're not going to have that for a little while. Regardless, thank you for joining us tonight at the Sandwichard Experience. Tomorrow, we're coming back for co-op Destiny 2 with Blue Wanderer and It's Drizzle 007. And then over the weekend, my wife's not going to be here, so I might do a special Secret Saturday stream where I'm thinking I might actually get the ingredients to make some Granny Cream's hot butter ice cream, but we'll see how that goes. As a friend quoting a movie... Oh, wait, I didn't rate out or do anything yet. Hold on. I should find somebody to rate out to. I would love to find somebody to rate out to. Give me a sec. Hobeard's playing Dredge. King's playing Destiny 2. Shep's playing Inscription. I do love Inscription. What do I got on my suggestions? Phasmo. No problem, Balrog. I hope you had a good time. If you'd stick around for a minute, we'll raid out and have a good time doing that as well. We will find somebody to raid out to, and I'm not sure who that's going to be, but I guess we'll figure it out. Maybe just King. I'll just raid out to King. I don't have a problem doing that. We'll do that because King's just playing Destiny 2. We're just be playing some more Destiny 2 as time continues to go on. But if you'd like, take one of these raid messages. If you're a sub, you can get the sandwich delivery or the get gnomed one. If not, you can have the sandwich delivery that I also have there. We got a lot going on here on the Sandwich Experience. Please, if you'd like, Toasty, you want to handle my light work real quick? Tell about socials.
Why not go write something outlandish on Mr. Sandwichard's stream tweet?
Good idea.
Or join the Discord and see what else the Sandwichard Experience has to offer.
If you join my Discord, not only will you get an exclusive role, but if you get to the bread rankings, if you're number 1 by the end of the month, that means you can get a exclusive role in my Discord as well as VIP here on the stream. And I would very much appreciate it. Come hang out, come do that. And we've got a bunch of channel points for that. First, second, and third if you're early enough to go and actually grab those when you have the opportunity to. That's how that works. But as a friend who was quoting a movie to me one time said, "Os lasagna, don't get it any on ya." And remember, commit to the bit because the bit will set you free. Have a great evening, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow for Destiny 2. And enjoy what King's got going on. We'll say hi to him and remember that raid message.